Hi there, Cancer. This is Jo with Crystal Luna Tarot. Welcome to my channel, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is a love reading, so I will focus on those Cancers that are in a relationship, or if you're not in a relationship, if you're in between relationships and you just want to see what's coming up, we're going to take a look at that as well. And Cancer, I hope you're having a great new year so far, and let's just get right into it. Okay, I have a couple of cards or decks that I will be using today, and oracles, and all I need from you is some focus. Okay, so just take a moment and connect with the reading so that you can get the messages that you need to hear at this time from the universe, God, your guides, whatever your higher power may be. All right, so what do we have for Cancer? Give me the general energy around Cancer at this time. What do we have for Cancer at this time? What important energies are around your love life? Let's go ahead and cut that. Okay, so very first card we have is the Emperor. Cancer, you may be dealing with an Aries. You also have air, so that could be Gemini. You also have water around here and has more water, Cancer. Oh, wow, look. You actually pulled a pair. So you have the Queen and the King of Cups. That is what is around your love life right now. And then you have the 10 of Wands inverted. So let's go ahead and just break this down a little bit. With the Emperor showing up like very first card front and center, you know what I'm picking up from this is the energy is a really like no bullshit type of energy. This is talking about making moves, going forward with what you want, or just even overall it could be someone else in your energy, in your love energy field, that is just going for it. So someone who has been maybe closed off or has been showing very little emotion comes forward. Now I see that it's inverted. The energy card about action. I can talk. So the energy that we have here in regards to an action, it's showing up inverted. Okay, so that tells me there's going to be some delays, but overall there is a power couple here. Okay, with the Queen showing up and the King, it looks like the and it could be the masculine or it could be the feminine. If you, I mean, you could be the masculine or the feminine, but this is the actual masculine energy that is going to be showing some interest, some really deep interest in starting a union, a connection, like just going into diving into a connection. And it's almost like someone who was unable to show some sort of action or just deep interest is now coming forth to do that, because they're dropping some things that were really not something that they wanted to bring into 2020. So if this is an old energy here, it looks like things open up in a really positive way, Cancer. And if this is new energy, if this is new love energy, it looks like someone is coming forward, but you may be the one who's a bit closed off, with the Queen showing up inverted. So this is you questioning if this relationship is true or if the connection is true, but is also telling me that you may not want to rush in right away because things happen very quickly. So let's just go ahead and set this to the side and pull out a couple of cards. Okay, I will be looking into like the sex life as well as some other things that I want to also dive deep into. So let's just go ahead and see. Give me a couple of cards for Cancer in regards to those Cancers that are currently in a relationship. I just truly almost knocked down that incense. That is hysterical. That would have been bad, right? If I started a fire. Okay, so Cancer, so this is like for those of you who are in a union, this is Oracle, so I don't take that inverted. All right, so for those of you who are in a union or you have someone in mind, this is showing as a past love. Like it's actually acknowledging that someone is interested in you as you're interested in someone, and this person is coming forth with some lightness. Like this person thinks actually lighten up. So if it's been rough between the two of you, or it just seemed like kind of you were, you know, if you just had a rocky rough patch there for some time, like that gets way better. And we also have a young female. So this is not just a young female, but to me, I take this intuitively as someone who is being very playful or just carefree, not someone who is looking to take things too seriously. So that's the energy that we have also for some of you who are interested in having that connectiveness with whoever it is that you have in mind. This will not resonate with everyone, you know that to be true, but let's go ahead and see if it does resonate with you. Okay, so what we have here is the connection between you and that particular individual is going slow. So we have slowly but surely getting ahead. We have deep friendship with someone of the same sex. For some of you, this is same-sex situation. Like it really doesn't even matter. But what I'm saying is like that's just confirming that the person that's interested in you could be of the same sex, or kind of like it's just saying like you're on the same page. Also, that's what I'm taking it as. But for some of you, it is the same sex. So temporary situation is the tent, and so it's just showing as if whatever's been taking place in the past with you guys, it was temporary, and that's actually going to pick up. Let me get a couple of more cards here just to get in there a little deeper, okay? These are some twin flame soulmate cards. Please give me more information about this connection with Cancer. So this person learned their lesson. Lessons were learned, whether it's on your end or the other person's end. We have lessons learned. Okay, so this person is understanding the situation that you guys are in and how tight of a bond you have. So they're acknowledging that. We have fifth dimension, which is amazing because that's on an astral level. It's not really like here in the 3D world. This is a spiritual connection that is taking place here. So that's intuitive communication between you and the other individual, Cancer. So I'm not sure if this person is in your life or not, but if they are not in your life, this is communication that's taking place. This could be by shooting someone a look and not really saying anything. This is for those of you who are still somehow in contact with this person, or you know, just are able to see this person but not really talk about the relationship. That's what I'm picking up on. So it's a connectiveness on a soul level. And observe is what we have with social media, fascination, which is very interesting because this is a card of curiosity and someone watching from a distance. So that tells me that for some of you are not really in communication with this person, or if it is, it's very, very minimal. And so this person is still interested, and they're like just kind of checking out your Instagram or your social media. And it's not like kind of, I don't even know why I said kind of. It's not like it's just full blown. They are looking at you. Okay. Let's see what month we have here. What month do we have? Don't take this as a definite, but this could be the month, or this the card that I pull could be the month that you guys start making things like legit, like just, you know, you just put a label on it, or where things start kind of manifesting. Okay, so we have June. For some of you, June is where things come to a head. All right, now I also want to take a look and see, for those of you who are actually interested in having this relationship work out, let's see what type of surrendering is taking place here. Because as you already know, when it comes to spiritual connections, it's all about surrendering, as it is in, you know, in the physical world. You just really do need to surrender to certain situations before things can turn into anything worthy. So we have surrender worry for their end, and then for your end, we have surrender comparisons with other people. So surrender worry. Okay, this is interesting because the other person has a sense of nostalgia, right? So they're thinking about things that really, I mean, I think they're, how can I put this? It's not that it's not meaningful. I just really feel that when someone does worry, it's a sense of being in a negative space, kind of, sort of, or, you know, it's just, worrying is just a way of saying I'm just trying, I can't even talk. It's just adding more to your plate. You really don't need to worry in order for things to fix themselves. It's just extra, really is what it is. But the person that you're dealing with does need to surrender worry, and that may be something that they are actually trying to fix at this time, as we are, you know, just into this reading, as we're diving deep. It says this person, let me just read it out loud. Okay, so it says, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. So this person may be all over the place, pretty much, like they're very busy or just kind of very scattered. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. So this person could be a chronic worrier. I feel maybe that's why they haven't come forward as of yet, but they are working on that, okay? But there is some anxiety around this person over just taking more than they really can handle. Now, when it comes to your end, Cancer, we have surrender comparisons with other people. This is almost kind of like that energy that talks about, well, you know, my ex wouldn't do this, or my ex didn't do that. You know, kind of just like that energy that we compare others to a situation that they somehow aren't really good at, or it's just, how can I put this? I'm having a rough time here speaking. It says, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So, you know what I'm picking up here? If it's not you, it could be that this other person is comparing you to like some of their exes or situations that really have nothing to do with you. But it's on your end. So it's almost like maybe you're almost trying to let them know that you are your own person, and you just want nothing to do with any of their I would say opinions of how you should or shouldn't act. I feel this person could be a little judgmental, I feel, and that really doesn't, you really hate that. So that's what I'm thinking, like you're trying to just lock into your power, okay? But that's saying that pretty much you're you and you're not changing. They need to accept you for who you are and work around that. And as you will work around their shortcomings as well, or their strengths. So that's just accepting others, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look. Let me take a look at your sexual energy between this person and what it is that they're thinking about or fantasizing about, or what your sexual life is going to be with this person. I feel like all the cards want to just jump into like my candle. Like I had a card that jumped into the candle earlier in another reading. I was like, oh my god, I'm legit going to either burn this room down between cards falling through, you know, by the incense or the candle. It's crazy. All right, so this is what we have, Cancer. Let's see. Okay, I feel this person had a decision to make. There might be someone else in the picture, or it could be anyone. It could be a family member that is speaking badly of you, or it could legit like just be another person that you're kind of in between with this person, or your person is deciding, or even maybe you had to decide. But that's definitely a decision that needed to be made, with the Lovers being smacked in the center, and then we have the Emperor, which we already received, Cancer, in the very first tarot portion of this reading. So the Emperor comes in again. This person has a lot of control issues, I feel. They need to like let go of that so that they can be happy, because they're not going to be happy if they need to control everything, or worry about what they can't control. So, but the sexual energy around this is also that they also want to control how it's going to come about. Now, they do have passion for you. They feel as if you're going to have other options, quite honestly. This is the Seven of Cups. And I feel like this is someone who normally could come on strong, but they aren't, or they really they don't dare to, because they don't know how you're going to take it. This person, I feel, in the past, and they're very slow too. I'm sorry, I just had to bring that up. They're very slow. Maybe it took them, or it takes them a long time to come forward with things, or just to get things going, because we have the tortoise here. But this person, normally someone who is like control driven, like understands like that's not really working with you. I feel like they're trying to be tender with you, or just a little bit more sensual, not just like sex, but like making love to you. I feel like that's what they want to do. So this person does look like they are going to come back around. They're just really at a very snail pace right now. But it looks like they're working on their internal issues and their anxieties, okay? So let's just go ahead and see how this works out for you. Let's just see what it has to say if you are single and you're looking to see what is coming through in your direction. So let's just go ahead and clear this out, Cancer. So for those Cancers that are single right now, what do we have when it comes to love? Let's get 3 cards out there for you guys. We have Dating Queen. That is so classic. And then you have Brunette, Female, and you have Young Man. Okay, so what's this saying to me is, for starters, for those of you who are dating or are interested in dating, you are going to be really popular. You're going to be getting a lot of invites, and you will be hitting it. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be hitting different scenes. You're not going to just wait around for this person to show up magically. You know, you do have that emotion towards this person, but you want to experience things, and you don't want to make a commitment. You know, having the young male here, it tells me that you're not ready to make another commitment. If that other person does come around, then you probably consider it. But as of right now, anybody that's coming through shows up as a fun time, but it's almost like it's just saying, you know, you just want to feel sexy again. I feel like some of you just want to feel really sexy again and feel as if you're wanted. And I feel that other person didn't make you feel that way, special in that type of way for too long. And let's just see. So let's see what you have. So you're going to be doing really good with dating. Dating is going to be a positive option for you, and that's something that you should definitely look into. Don't stay home, or you know, just kind of just don't hermit yourself out, Cancer. So we have funnel. So we have a period of frustration, okay, but lessons are learned. We also have the bull. Don't back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. And then what do we have here? We have wind chimes, peace and harmony. Okay, so you just really want to be low-key right now with this here. I feel like you just want to not make the same mistakes again, okay? And you're really taking that very seriously. So anyone that comes into your dating space, like, you're going to be very clear, very upfront with what it is that you want and you don't want. If there were a lot of arguments in your past with significant others, like the person that you were dating or seeing, or just whatever your situation is, you want peace and harmony now. You don't want any nonsense that, you know, you just don't want anything that is going to take you out of your zen. You're really trying to focus on yourself, and you just don't want any extra noise. Like, that to me is a very mellow type of sound, the wind chimes, and it, you know, it only takes place when the wind blows, right? So it's kind of like saying you just want to be laying low right now, okay? But dating definitely seems like it's good for you. And with the bull here, it's like you are absolutely hands on, hands down, hands on hands on, right? Hands down is like you're going to be a bit like aggressive when it comes to what it is that you believe in, and you're not backing down, okay? It's just saying that you're really showing your strength, and you're not going to just let someone be in your love space and have them kind of rule things. I don't know why I'm getting that. I feel maybe that other person or someone that you were dating before was like a control freak, right? And you're just not having that. You know, you just want peace and harmony. And let's just see, okay, what we have here for you. So for those Cancers that are single, what do we have coming for them? What do we have coming for them? We have the Four of Wands. So we have the Four of Wands inverted, we have the Ace, and then we have the Death card. So this tells me that some of you are going to be having a lot of sex. You're going to be very sexually like active, or you're just going to keep it very casual. This is really not too much of a like a settling down type of energy, but you do have a lot of, if it's not a lot of sex, then it's just a new opportunity to be really happy with whoever it is that you decide to bring onto your love space. You don't want to settle down right away with the Four of Wands here. It tells me that if the potential comes for this to take place, like you'll take it, but you're not really going to be too focused on like settling down with someone new right now. And it's all about changes. Like with the Death card here, it's all about transitional changes and making sure that before you start something new, that other person is completely out of your love space. You know, that's what it feels like to me. It's almost like don't want to start anything new until you definitely know nothing is going to come with that other individual that you may still be interested in, and who's interested in you. And then also, yeah, definitely you want to make sure that everything is completely over and done with the Ten of Swords here and with the Page of Swords here. I also feel like you're going to be really sassy. Like I almost feel like a little okay, how can I put this? Let me just take a moment because I need to get these words out right. Not standoffish, but it's really talking about on guard, you know, just on guard. And I also feel like you're going to be checking out other people very closely, like on their social media, or just really get to know people, I guess, on that level before. All right, guys, I got cut off, of course, right? Right as I was finishing it up. Okay, so where were we? I think we were talking about the Page of Swords being a little on guard or a lot on guard, but really the message I want to deliver here is that someone new is coming through. It's not going to be something serious right away just because you want to date, or you just really don't want to commit right now, which is completely understandable, right? But with these double endings here, this is a clear indication that there's going to be a lot of changes on how you deal with new people, how you take them in, and the relationships that you will build. Okay, but do know someone is coming through. Someone finds you to be incredibly beautiful. You may not want to commit right away with the Four of Wands inverted. We did talk about that physical interaction with sex and whatnot. How about we throw a couple of more cards down? Let me just see intuitively the type of connection you're going to have with this new person. So please show me what type of connection Cancer is going to have with this new individual, or whoever it is that's coming into your life, this new person, this new love. Okay, so very good. We have the Butterfly card, which is all about transformation, is all about starting something new and different in a new light. It's an evolution, is evolving to something more spectacular. It starts off with the medium-sized butterfly, then it goes on to a smaller butterfly, and then onto a larger one. So I feel you may have a really passionate start with this new person, then things kind of just simmer down, and then it gets really, it turns into something really beautiful. With this blue tone here is a really heartfelt connection, Cancer. And then over on this end, we have what looks like to me is a root chakra type card. These are intuitive cards, intuitive only, no keywords or anything quite like that. But at a number 34, which equals to a 7, there's progress here. There's change. Once again, we have birds in flight, and not only that, we have someone who touches you in that type of way. Like you make a connection. There's passion there with this new person, but I have to go right back to the whole, I feel is going to be a slow process or just slow movement. Like I could see actually someone wanting to make things happen a lot quicker with you, but I feel like you put the brakes on it because this is red. Yes, it is, but it is a muted type of red. So it shows someone is kind of slowing down that connection a bit. And I see it takes root. So it's almost like you want, not, it's almost like, I don't know why I keep saying it's almost like, between the kind of and the almost like. I need to remove these out of my vocabulary ASAP. It appears as if the rooted situation is something that happens after, I would say, a couple of weeks with this individual that I'm picking up now, that I see here now. I would say it would start off slowly and it progresses into a deep, meaningful connection. But there's a lot of, I'm picking up a lot of friendship type of vibes. I don't know. That's what it seems like to me. But let's go ahead and ask the Romance Angel Oracle. Some of these cards are just flipped over. I don't know why my cards are doing that now. Maybe it's the way I shuffle, but when I first started reading tarot, like years and years ago, like I would read inverted right from the beginning. I would read inverted, but my cards would never do like this funny thing that it does now. For some reason, my cards flip like around and they sometimes like do a little spin. So it's almost, I feel like, I said almost again, it feels like they want me to read them in a new way. So I don't know, I take that as a message for you. I feel that you need to learn to love in a new way, which I feel you are already doing. So good for you, you know, very good for you. Remember that in order to see different results, we need to do things differently, right? I know it seems like common sense, but that's what I'm picking up here. Let's get 2 cards out. Okay, so I see that it's going to be a bit of a challenge for you to open up to someone new. And I am here to tell you, Cancer, that yes, you should stay optimistic about your love life, and you do need to express some love to whoever comes your way who may have some potential. Because I feel like some of you may feel, this is not for everyone, but I feel like some of you are thinking like, I will never love again, or it feels really heavy. But the Romance Angels are saying you should stay optimistic by thinking positive and knowing that if it does not work out with someone you had in mind, there will be someone else in their place that could probably be so much better for you. I mean, you have to have faith that you have to be open enough to let these things happen. So your guides have this information. You have this information as well, deep down in your subconscious. If something didn't work out with a particular person, is because chances are, more likely than none, is that there is a better individual for you at this time, and you could very well be with the original person that you were interested in and that was interested in you, but it just didn't seem to work out at a later time. So it's important to express your love. It's important that you don't let one bad apple spoil the rest, right? All right, so that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. I am sending you best wishes, love, a big hug, and as always, love to hear from you. Don't forget to like if you did like anything in this reading. Don't forget to subscribe if you do want to see more of my readings. And yeah, if you feel that someone could benefit from a reading like this, if you have another Cancer in your life, go ahead and share the video. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.